Hi there. I guess it's been a while, hasn't it? Well, I've been pretty busy, and I did, on a couple of occasions, actually shoot a video which, when I looked at it afterwards, I said, well, if you don't really have anything to say, don't make a video about it. So, this is a video about not having anything to say. All too often, I see videos online from people who normally do very good content, but every now and then they have a video which feels like a filler. It feels like I'm obliged to make a video now because my audience is expecting a video at such and such an interval, and if I don't produce that video, then I'm going to lose my audience. Well, in my case, I'm not looking at an audience of hundreds of thousands, or even tens of thousands. Barely even thousands. Well, barely 1,000 actually. But getting back to this point here, I don't feel obliged to try and nurse along an audience. I know that there are a few people who enjoy my videos and who will watch each video I make. You guys number somewhere between 200 and 300 individuals for the most part. Few of my videos get more views than that. That doesn't bother me. I do this because I enjoy doing it. It gives me a chance to just talk. Something I'm maybe a little, well, I won't say good at, but something that maybe I spend a little too much time at. So, here I am talking again. So, in this video where I have nothing to say, what am I going to talk about? Well, a couple of just little oddities. First of all, I'm going to show you this image. Now, the thing about this image, notice the bizarre flare pattern. That was shot with my Olympus EP5 and the 19mm Sigma f2.8 DN Art lens. I've noticed a couple of other images that also had very, very similar flare patterns from that lens. At first, it bothered me. But now it's something that I think I'm actively going to go out on bright sunny days in hopes of capturing it again. It is an interesting, how should I put it, anomaly about that particular setup. I don't know if I would find the same issues with the 30mm or the 60mm, since I do have the whole set. But it's something worth taking a look for. Another point I can make while I'm not talking about anything in particular, well, if I'm going to waste your time, let me waste your time by talking about this little baby here. This was the first Micro Four Thirds, in other words, the first true mirrorless interchangeable lens camera that I purchased. This is an Olympus E-PL1. I later purchased an EP2 because I wanted a higher end model, but I found that although the EP2 did offer me a couple of specs that were an improvement over this, I actually enjoyed using this one more. Anyhow, it's been away. My son had it, but he now has our new grandson. He's a little over a year old now, and this doesn't get used anymore because a phone is always with him. Since he always has this with him, then he's always ready to take a picture. So we get lots of pictures, lots of videos generated by this, not this. So I got it back. And what have I found? Well, I put my fastest lens on it, my Panasonic 25mm f1.7, and I am enjoying using it. It's easy to hold on to. It makes me stop and think. And I don't mind throwing this in a bag and taking it with me. And why this lens, you might ask? Two reasons. First of all, it is a fairly economical lens to replace if needs be. And given the limitations of the older 12 megapixel sensor in this, especially at higher ISO, a faster lens gives me a better chance of getting some decent pictures. So, my second item in my, oh well, I don't really have anything to say, is, welcome home to this guy. This camera is 12 megapixels. It really is the sweet spot. Once we get beyond 12 megapixels, everything now, to me at least, in my opinion, everything really becomes gravy. It becomes the icing on the cake. It gives you that fine little details that you didn't really know you needed. Now again, if I were going out shooting weddings these days, would I use a 12 megapixel camera? Not likely. If I was shooting wildlife, would I use a 12 megapixel camera? Of course not. If I was shooting birds, not a chance. I'd want all the megapixels I could get, for the simple reason that these are going to be cases where we have possibly to do a lot of cropping because we can't really get close enough. Well, anyhow, I think I've wasted enough of your time. As I said at the beginning, this would be my way of saying nothing in particular for however many minutes this video has lasted. And just to let you know that I haven't disappeared off the face of the earth. I hope everybody is taking good care of themselves during the current coronavirus scare. Please don't get too carried away with the toilet paper. And, well, good luck to you all. Good health. And if you would like to see more of my videos, subscribe to this channel. As for this video, give it a like if you think it deserves it. And other than that, goodbye for now.